What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, bringing home the bacon MLB DFS video. It is Monday, unfortunately. It is July 24th. And we are back with a 10-game slate, 8 games on the main slate that we're going to break down. So probably a shorter video today, but hopefully the video finds you doing well. Hopefully you guys rocked it on Sunday. If you did, let us know how you did down below. If this is the first time you've found our channel, would love to know how you found the channel. And buckle up, because hopefully you're going for a ride, and you're going to learn some things. And hopefully this is enough for your own research. But if you do need that little bit of boost, we do have FantasyTeamAdvisors.com. Find the link down below. You can find today's article. And on that, we do have FTA+. So you can do $24.99 for 1 month, which includes MLB, DFS, and sports betting. Once we get into NFL, it'll include MLB and NFL plus sports betting. But we still do have the special running, the year pass, normally $199. If you use the promo code NFLVIP, you get $100 off. You get a full year of every sport that we offer for $99. So go check that out, FantasyTeamAdvisors.com. So again, just before we get started and see who the winner of yesterday's video will be, if you are interested in a season-long or DFS weekly contest, email me, dfshelp1@gmail.com. That's dfshelp1@gmail.com. And just kind of want to see if there is enough interest to make a league and then make a possible Yahoo league as well. So any questions, get those in there, kind of get in a head count. I had a couple people respond, but I'm very curious on that. Also, when the NFL season starts, I need to know what you guys would like to look for in a video. What kind of breakdown would you like to look at? Not 100% sure if it's viable to do an NFL breakdown like we're doing right now, or we could break down the matchup tool, which is something we could look at. So definitely let me know. And what the matchup tool I'm talking about, at the end of this video, it will be linked, and you can go check that out and kind of let me know that there's a video there. It's kind of the first week of the NFL season already, just the start of it. Obviously, we don't even have training camps. We don't have preseason injuries, blah, blah, blah. So we'll look into that. But again, if you've never been here before, anytime a video gets at least 50 likes, we pull the comment section of the previous video, and you have a chance to win a free week of MLB DFS. If the video gets 100 likes, we'll do the same thing. Someone will win a free month of MLB, or just an all-access pass, any sport we do. And if the video gets 125 likes, someone will win the rest of the season. Completely free. All you got to do, make sure the video gets at least 125 likes. You leave a positive comment. That's how we pick your name out, and you're a subscriber to the channel. So what we're going to do is, we've already got the URL there. We're going to filter duplicate users. You only need to leave 1 comment. You can leave more if you want. We're going to do the easy math. We're going to get the YouTube comments from yesterday's video, which is 28 unique comments, and the winner will be chosen right here to receive the free week. And the winner is Ian Quinn. Congratulations, Ian. I do believe this is the first time you've won. If you see this, like the video, tell me you've seen it, and hit me up one of 2 ways. Either email me, dfshelp1@gmail.com, or you can go ahead, hit us up on Twitter @advisors_team. Hit us up with a DM, and we will get you set up for a full week of MLB DFS content brought to you by FantasyTeamAdvisors.com. So congratulations. So like I said, we have 10 games. Not really. This must be a makeup game of some sort. We can't play this. We're not going to play the all-day slate, so we're not going to cover this one. Again, San Francisco without having pitchers is a big shocker. You're pretty much waiting on a couple hours before first pitch before you ever know who's going to be pitching for San Francisco. So kind of using that. If you're doing a only single game, if they even have the single game up, I'm not sure. I still wouldn't play it. So we're just going to cover the main slate for today. I'm not really sure why this is early. But yeah, so this isn't even on the main slate either. You could technically play the all-day slate probably over on Fanduel, but we're not going to cover this one. We're just going to go with the main slate for today. So Rockies at the Nationals. Now, I'm going to warn you, there's not a ton of amazing pitching options. We'll get into it. There are some good options. None that I'm 100% confident. Here we go. Let's let's get a good one, but we'll dig into it. We're going to dig into the analytics. So if you are into analytics, get a piece of paper, get a pen, whatever you need to do. Anytime there's ads on here, please hit like the video. That helps me with the algorithm. Leaving a comment helps. Sharing the video definitely helps. We're going to start having contests. And yeah, also anyone who is already a subscriber to the website, go into your username and see if you have a link to Discord. So I think I got everything good to go. It looks like I linked everything for Discord, but no one's joined the Discord, so I'm not sure if it's not working or you just don't know about it yet. So go into your user settings on FantasyTeamAdvisors.com and tell me if you have the link for Discord in there. So this game right here, for whatever reason, it's not showing the pitcher, but DraftKings has Patrick Corbin listed for the pitcher. So you got Jake Bird versus Patrick Corbin. Not really sure about Jake Bird. He's a relief pitcher. Looking at this, I mean, 1 inning, he's not going much. So it's an opener for him, which stinks. You can't really do much about that. But 24 games played. Got a pretty bad ERA for someone who's just a very short bullpen guy at 4.03. So you could be seeing some runs there. So definitely be looking at Washington as an option here, bats-wise. And then, like I said, you got Patrick Corbin here. So he pitched last Tuesday. So, yeah, he should be on here. I don't know why it's not showing yet. Just kind of looking at his game logs, lit up. Not really lit up. So after 5.1, the Cubs. Oh, I do remember this game. I was playing Warzone. I was talking to someone who's a Cubs fan, and it was like 5-3 Cubs. And then we got off the game, and I finished whatever I was doing. I looked at the score, and it was 17-3 out of nowhere. Only 3 earned runs there. I mean, he's been better lately. 6-10 record, so he's at least getting some dubs. 4.9 ERA. Okay game, 13.8's okay here. A really good game against Texas, which I can't explain because Texas is a really good team and he only gave up 1 earned run, had 6 strikeouts. Cincinnati makes sense. They're really good. Seattle had a really good game here, 7 innings pitched. So looking at his splits here, home games, he's got a better ERA. It's still 4.55 at home. 11 games started, 32 earned runs, only 6 home runs, 12 walks, 37 strikeouts. On the road, he has more strikeouts on the road by 6. Double the home runs, 2 less earned runs, but a 5.33 ERA. So this one is weird. So it's weird to say, but in a sense, I don't mind Patrick Corbin as a tournament option. He has really good games and he has really bad games, like very bad games. So if you look at like a really good game is 34.8 against Seattle. A really bad game, it's like minus 5.2 in 5 innings, which is impressive. So he went. You would expect this to be like 2 innings or 1 inning, but he's been better lately. I will throw him in a tournament, but I'll also have it's a 8-game main slate. Might only be a tournament type day for me when we put out our lineups and stuff like that. Also, speaking of the lineups, so we put out optimal lineups on the website. Don't just copy paste. Don't just get the lineups, throw them in, and that's it. You need to make a little bit of adjustments. That is, we're trying to make you a better DFS player. If you need a little bit more help via FTA Plus, we do have lineups there. We have cheat sheet. We have a lot of stuff over there. We have a weather station, home run picks. We have a lot over there. But I would suggest taking the lineups and mixing and matching with your own research, with the plays we talk about on here, with looking at weather concerns, which we do too. Don't just copy paste. If you're looking for just lineups to copy paste and you don't want to do anything, you don't want to have any input in it, there are a ton of lineup sellers over on Twitter, probably here on YouTube, that will take your money gladly. They don't go into deep detail like we do. They just make lineups. You take them. I see a lot of them when they don't do good, they delete their video for the day or their tweet of the day. So that's my suggestion there. But again, on this slate, I will have Patrick Corbin a little bit in my tournaments, but I also have maybe a little bit of Colorado bats against him as well, because he can get blown up quite easily there. Next game, Royals at the Guardians. Ryan Yarbrough versus Logan Allen. The Royals coming off a sweep, getting swept by the Yankees. And they stay on the road here, and they go to Cleveland. Yarbrough, 39 plate appearances, 316 batting average. Logan Allen, 15 plate appearances, 231. He got called back up, so he wasn't going very deep into games lately before getting sent down at the All-Star break. Got called back up last start, dominated, and we'll look at that. Only faced the Kansas City Royals one time, but a pitcher against the Royals usually is a fantastic option for us. And you can see he's the 4th highest priced pitcher on the slate here. So we'll look at Ryan Yarbrough real quick. He is the 2nd cheapest here. Okay, so we're looking at Jake Bird to open and then Kaufman to come in, it would look like. So we kind of be looking at that. Not much going on there for the Rockies there. So Ryan Yarbrough on the road, we'll just look at his game log. So his last start against Detroit, 5.2 innings, 10.6 fantasy points, gave up 3 earned runs, only 4 strikeouts. We did use him. It didn't work out. I will admit that. And that's a thing that I will admit other than other people. Sometimes we use and suggest certain players and they get lit up, and I mean, it's DFS. That's exactly what's going to happen. You got to forget about the day before. You got to move on to the next day. If you're going to be a serious DFS player, you can't live in the past. So that's why we like it a little bit better than season long, because you're stuck with whoever the pitcher is season long. But DFS, you have a new day. You can build an entire new squad and hopefully dominate the competition. So we did use Yarbrough. Didn't give us much. 10.6 isn't enough. Wasn't too bad at 5,500 though. He's 5,800 now going against Cleveland. He just faced them 2 starts ago. He went 6 innings there, 1 earned run, 5 strikeouts. Probably his best start of the year. Yeah, his best start of the year came against them. Right there. That was in Cleveland. They're back in Cleveland again. On the road, 357. So he's got better odds on the road, and he just faced this team 2 starts ago. I don't mind Yarbrough a little bit here. Again, he's a tournament option. You know, you're maxing out at he's hit 6 innings 1 time this year, and that was against Cleveland at Cleveland. Other than that, you're getting 5.2. Strikeouts are a little bit low, but 5 seems like if he could get that again, that's a fantastic fantasy point outage at 21.3. At 5,200 now, he's 5,800. I don't mind that. If he can duplicate what he just did on July 9th, I'm okay with that. But again, be careful. He is coming in with a 5.21 ERA there. Then we've got Logan Allen, like I said. Game log, we used him against Pittsburgh. It was a fantastic matchup against Pittsburgh. Pretty much any starter is. Went 5 innings, only 5 innings. 30 fantasy points in 5 innings. Imagine if he went deeper into the game. And that was the furthest he's gone in over a month. So we're looking at that. He only gave up 1 hit against Pittsburgh, no earned runs, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts. Love that. Splits-wise, he's faced Kansas City once, went 3.2 innings. This is the one where we did use him. So this was back on right before he got sent down. We used him because he was in a fantastic matchup. 5 strikeouts, only 3 innings, nothing. I don't know why he got pulled. Well, because in 3.2 innings, he went 98 pitches. That would be why he got pulled. Because he had 2 walks, strikeouts, labored in that one. He's come down a little bit. That's the most amount of pitches he's had since early June. So 5 innings there. If we could go 6 against Kansas City, be fantastic. So he's had success against Kansas City in the past. Before he got sent down, he just didn't last very long into the game. So looking at that, one of my favorite pitchers on this slate here. The bats-wise, it really depends. If you're not using Yarbrough, you're looking at Cleveland. You're looking at Jose Ramirez, Ahmed Rosario, Andres Jimenez there. If you're not using Logan Allen because you're crazy, Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, maybe MJ Melendez. Just depends on who's out there. Next game, Mariners at the Twins. You got Luis Castillo versus Kenta Maeda. Castillo, 45 plate appearances, 209 batting average, 33.3 K percentage. Maeda, 53 plate appearances, 137, 41.5. So looking at Luis Castillo, he is the most expensive pitcher on the slate at 10,600. He just faced, I thought he did. He just faced Minnesota his last start. July 19th. 6 innings, 3 earned runs. Gave up 2 earned runs, but had 11 strikeouts. That was at home. 104 pitches, 24.7 fantasy points. Looking at his splits, that was the one time he's faced Minnesota this year. Looking at this, he's a little bit worse on the road at 3.51, but that's a respectable ERA on the road. He's given up less earned runs on the road, less home runs on the road, less walks, obviously less strikeouts, but he's got 6 less there. So I still like him, but I think you got to get a little bit creative today with 8 games with these pitchers. Maybe pay down and not go with Castillo, but he makes a good option against Minnesota. And then looking at this Maeda, I'm pretty sure he just pitched against them as well in the same exact game. He did. Same day, 6.1 innings, 2 earned runs, 9 strikeouts, 26.5. I said let's use him, but I'm a little bit cautious because, he gave up 3 earned runs and only 3 innings against Oakland. But Seattle was struggling, and they're still struggling. They're not the power hitting team, like the powerhouse team that, we're used to seeing that made the playoffs last year. They've got the power hitters. It's a weird year for baseball because a lot of the teams that you think should be doing good are not doing good. So kind of just looking at this, Seattle's 4th in they're only 1 game over 500. They've lost 49 games. They're 50-49. So they're only, Oakland is 32 games out of first. I didn't even realize it was that bad. Wow. But anyway, that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. Well, it kind of does because he faced Oakland and didn't do anything against them. But yeah, he just faced Seattle, had a good game there. One of his best games of the year. Yeah, his second best game of the year. Third best game of the year. Now this is at home on 5 days rest. I don't mind him, and you can see he's a cheaper option here. So Castillo's $10,600, Maeda's $8,600. So $2,000 difference. I don't mind Maeda. I think I like him a little bit more than I like Castillo in this game. Looking at this next game, the Rangers at the Astros. So they're obviously facing a ton of each other this year. John Gray versus Brandon Belak. Gray, 69 plate appearances, 222 batting average, or 220 batting average against him, 266 WOBA and 21.7 K percentage. Belak, 9 plate appearances, hasn't really seen much. Seager is out for them, so that's a really big bat out for Texas. So kind of looking at this, John Gray against Houston, I'm sure he's faced them this year twice. So looking at his game logs, right here, 630, went 6 innings, 5 earned runs, got lit up there, 6.1, only 4 strikeouts. And then looking here again, down here, 2 innings. Didn't do much. Don't think I want anything to do with John Gray here. Looking at his splits at home, 4.13. He is better on the road, though. But Houston, they're going to hit him. They've hit him this year already. His numbers are better on the road, but I just don't think I trust him enough, especially at 8,700 against Houston, probably staying away from him. And then we're looking at Belak here. Game logs, 5.2 innings, 5 innings, 7. So he's going deeper into games now. 21, 13.1, 24.2. Looking at splits, hasn't faced Texas this year. Obviously hasn't, 9 batters, so hasn't seen much. Home games, 287. He's better at home. Honestly, I think this is a sneakier option because of how good Texas is. So Texas is really good. They're minus Corey Seager right now. I think he's a tournament option because people are going to be like, it's Texas. They're really good. They're 18 games over 500. They're first in their division, 3 games over Houston. At the end of this series, if Texas gets swept, Houston ties for first, I believe, unless it's a 4-game series. So looking at this, I think I'm off of John Gray. I think I'm in Belak territory here. Cheaper option, 7,800, all the way down here at 7,800. I don't mind that. And you can get crazy today. I think today you could go Patrick Corbin and Belak. You could go probably as lowest I would go there. Maybe a little bit of Yarbrough. Basically it there from how deep down I would go there. So that's my thought. I'm probably staying away from John Gray here. Looking at a little bit of Belak here. And going with that in this game. Next game, Reds at the Milwaukee Brewers. You got Graham Ashcraft versus Colin Ray. Ashcraft, 64 plate appearances, 310 batting average against him, 10.9 K percentage. And then Colin Ray here, 48 plate appearances, 333, 29.2 strikeouts though, or percent there. So kind of looking at Ashcraft, he's down there at 6,800. Not bad. 6 innings here. Just not getting a ton of strikeouts. Not getting swings and misses, not getting the strikeouts that you're looking for. Has faced Milwaukee twice this year. 10 innings pitched in that, 11 earned runs, 9.90 ERA. Looking at game logs, just faced him 2 starts ago at home. 6 innings, but only 2 strikeouts. And then looking at Milwaukee again on 6-3, 4 innings, 2 strikeouts as well. So not striking out a ton, probably avoiding him. I'd be looking at some of the hitters for Milwaukee. I'd be looking at William Contreras, Christian Yelich, Willy Adames, and then really just depends on the lineup that really comes out with Milwaukee. But those would be the 3 main, and those are usually the 3 main ones I would go with any given day anyway, if I'm taking one. And then Colin Ray here against Cincinnati. Game logs, just faced him before the All-Star break. 4.2 innings, 5 earned runs, 9.7 fantasy points. Did have 7 strikeouts, though. Looking at his numbers, he's faced them twice, so we can look at Cincinnati again. At Cincinnati, 5 innings, 3 earned runs. Not very many strikeouts in that one. 5 strikeouts. So probably not using Colin Ray in cash if you want to throw him in tournaments just in case. But he has given up some runs against them this year. Looking at his numbers, home versus away. Home games, he's got a worse ERA at home, 5.31. On the roads, 4.03. He's given up more home runs at home, more walks, does have 10 more Ks, more earned runs, more hits allowed as well. So not tournament maybe, but I'd probably in this game, I would take bats. So those are the bats I would take there. And then the Reds bats against Colin Ray. Joey Votto, I don't mind. He's a cheaper option. Ellie De La Cruz had a home run for us yesterday in multiple of our lineups, I believe. Friedel, Fraley, Steer. I mean, again, India, like pretty much almost any player we've got there on this Reds team, I don't mind against Colin Ray because he is worse at home. Pirates at the Padres, you got Quinn Priester versus Yu Darvish. Priester's never faced them before. Darvish, 67 plate appearances, 155 batting average. Looking at his numbers, second highest. I think I like him more than I like Castillo. His game log coming off 2 really good games. Now he gets a really good matchup against Philly. The Pirates hasn't faced them this year. Faced some of these bats when he was with the Cubs, I assume. Home games, better ERA, 3.83. Does have a 4.36 ERA, though. 7.6 record. So Padres need to give him run support, but he's my favorite pitcher of the day. That's why he's the picture of the article, which you can find. That's another thing. A lot of people have asked, hey, could you tell us some of the pitchers you like on this slate out of all of them? In the article, in the description, has our 5 favorite pitchers of the day, and then 3 players at each position that we like. On top of it, then on the outfield, we have 5 that we like there. Our cheat sheet has about 20 outfielders, and then we have some stacks at the bottom of the article as well. So definitely go give the article a look as well, because those are after everything we talk about, those are the plays we like there. So Yu Darvish is my favorite pitcher on this slate. I like him more than Luis Castillo, and he's going to save us some money there as well. And then Quinn Priester here, just because I do know that the Padres have struggled this season. Not doing well. Had 1 start, 5.1 innings. It was against Cleveland. 7 earned runs, 2 strikeouts. So obviously not much. A very cheap option though. You could, I think, coming on 6 days rest. I think maybe throw him in a tournament just because of how bad the Padres have been this year. I could see you looking at Priester. The people are going to see that he's had really bad numbers, and it's 1 start. So looking at that, I kind of like Priester here. Tournament only, and don't expect a ton out of him, obviously. But a cheap option, he'll allow you to pay up at almost every single position. So if you went like Yu Darvish and you went Priester, yeah, you're averaging 3K at all the positions, which is fantastic for what we're trying to do today. But I'm all in on Yu Darvish. He's my number one pitcher here. Cardinals at the Diamondbacks, Adam Wainwright versus, according to DraftKings, it's Ryan Nelson. Wainwright coming off the IL. He's been terrible all year. Should have retired probably. Last time he started was July 4th. 3.1 innings, 7 runs, 4 of them earned, only 3 strikeouts. He's not getting enough. You're not taking Adam Wainwright. 7.67 ERA off the IL. Hasn't pitched more than 3 innings since June 17th in a start. Wild. 7 earned runs against the Cubs was when they were in London. 3 straight starts of minus negative fantasy points. I'm stacking the Arizona Diamondbacks against Adam Wainwright. Probably my favorite stack of the day. Perdomo, Corbin Carroll, who homered yesterday, can also get stolen bases as well. Wainwright's given up some. I mean, you just look at his numbers. It doesn't matter. Home or away, they're bloated. Now he's away. He's better on the road, but I don't care. I don't know if they're considering this as or the home game as the one in London because I think they were the home team. So I think that's kind of what they're looking at. But yeah, he's given up. I mean, his strikeouts are not good. 28 total strikeouts in so many starts is crazy to me. So looking at that, I'm 100% stacking. I'm all in on stacking Diamondbacks. And I would look at different ways to stack. I would look at the top 4 batters. I would look at the top 5. And then I'd look at like 7, 8, 9 and wrap back around. Just almost everyone in that lineup is almost a stackable player against Adam Wainwright in my mind today. And then the other one is Ryan Nelson. Supposedly, we'll see. We'll see if he's the one in there. But looking at his game logs, coming off a really good start on July 19th against Atlanta, 7 innings, 2 earned runs against Atlanta, 5 strikeouts. No one expected that. Looking at his splits, home games, way bad at home. And the ball flies out of here. Probably not looking at Nelson, probably looking at both offenses here. So looking at the Cardinals bats, DeYoung, Brendan Donovan, Nolan Arenado, Paul Goldschmidt, depending on who's out there. I think Wilson Contreras is probably going to be out again, so that's something to look at. And then Arizona bats, Perdomo, Corbin Carroll, Lourdes Gurriel Jr., Christian Walker, Ketel Marte, everybody. This could be a high-scoring game. Do not be surprised if this is 12-plus runs in this game. I'm all in on looking at like Yu Darvish and a cheaper option at pitcher to pair with him, and then stacking this game, completely game stack here. And then the final game today, the Blue Jays at the Dodgers. You got Jose Barrios versus Michael Grove. Barrios, 70 plate appearances, 333 batting average, 15.7 K percentage, so not much there. And then Michael Grove, 5 plate appearances, hasn't seen them much at all. Looking at Barrios here, game logs, San Diego, 6 innings, 2 earned runs, had no run support. And we used him. Had 9 strikeouts. We love that. Would have loved to get the dub here, get some more points. Arizona, that's 5.1 innings, 1 earned run. Then they, again, like we talked about last time, Toronto came on late in the game, didn't give him the W there, so we're missing that. Then he hasn't had a W since June 24th, but he's been pitching well lately. 8-7 record, should be about 9 or 10-7 right now. But he's not, obviously. No, it should be like 10-6. But he's still striking people out here. 9, 4, 6, 8, 8. Looking at splits, hasn't faced the Dodgers. So this is the Dodgers team. They're really good. We know that. I think Barrios is a tournament option for me. On the road, 3.84 ERA. This is in LA. The time difference is huge for them, but they should be good. He's got the same amount of strikeouts on the road as at home. Does have more walks on the road, less home runs given up, 11 more earned runs given up there, and 13 more hits given up on the road. Tournament only, I don't think I trust him enough for cash, but and he's expensive. If I'm paying up between him and Darvish, there's only $200 difference on DraftKings. I'm taking Darvish over Barrios here. And then Michael Grove at home, just looking at this, 6.40 ERA. His game logs, he's had 2 good games. One against Baltimore, which is a really good hitting team. One against the Angels, which they're not the best. He gave up 4 earned runs there. Looking at splits, home games, 483. He's really bad on the road. Might be sneaky option to go Michael Grove against Toronto, because I think a lot of people will be on Toronto. So in this game, I think both are tournament-only options, but I think I'm probably going to – I'll have a little bit of exposure to Barrios, but if I'm paying on DraftKings with Darvish only being $200 more, I like that option there way better. So that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at Barrios as tournament, but I only have like 1 or 2 lineups with him in it, and then Grove tournament only, but a little bit more lineup and exposure to him there. And there you have it, guys, gals, everyone that watched, thank you so much. Good luck on this slate. If you have questions, I'll try to answer them. Again, if you're interested in FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, FTA+, you can use the promo code NFLVIP on the yearly pass, and that'll get you $100 off. You get a year for $99, where 1 month is $25 itself. That will include any sport we do. That will include at least MLB and NFL. We're looking at possibly MMA if you guys are interested. Possibly NASCAR. It's in the works. We're thinking about it. We're looking at season-long fantasy advice. We do rankings every single week. We put out a ton of content for NFL. Possibly NBA if you guys are interested in NBA. It really just depends on what you guys are interested in, video-wise, sports-wise. So good luck to everyone on this slate. Hopefully you bring home some bacon, and hopefully you guys let us know about it. If you guys ever win a ton of money and you want to let us know down below. Helping out the channel by liking the videos, by subscribing, by clicking the ads. People have even donated. If you want to donate via Venmo, I can give you that. Our Cash App is down below in the description. That all helps, along with some of the pages on our websites in the description, and today's article is already down there. So good luck on this slate, everybody. Let's bring home some bacon. Peace.